nobody has to like you when you like and love yourself. Welcome or welcome back. It's your favorite mental health specialist, Ty Guidance. And yes, that is what we're going to be talking about in today's video. With that being said, there's no right or wrong way to heal yourself. So always and only take what resonates as well as leave the rest, and grab your pen and your paper and be prepared to take notes. With that being said, we're going to go over the 5 most important and imperative details on why you should always like yourself and love yourself, as well as some disclaimers and some things to be aware of. Starting with the disclaimers and what to be aware of is that, like I said in the beginning of the video in the intro, as long as you like yourself, how other people feel about you is literally just a perspective. It's literally just the opinion, and literally I can't. If you know where that's from, comment down below, or are you too young? But it's like, people don't have to agree with you. Nowhere in life does it say that everyone has to like you. Nowhere in life does it say that you have to be liked. Okay? You have to be okay with liking yourself and loving yourself so much that if someone likes you, they do. If someone doesn't, it's not going to change anything. It doesn't do anything. It does not affect you. I am 28 years old, you guys. I've never had a desire to be liked because I've realized most people don't even like themselves. And you have to realize that when people don't like themselves, how can they like you? And it's not to be superficial. It's not to be superior. It's not to be better than them, because you don't have to do that when you like yourself. You don't have to compare yourself when you like yourself. But it's like, you have to be for real. Like, if people are not willing to get to know themselves, they're not going to be able to get to know you. So it's like, if you're somebody who doesn't like yourself and you don't like people, but you want to experience these things, you have to take the time to work on yourself, and that's going to be a part of the recommendations. The second thing you have to be aware of, which plays into the first thing, is that if someone doesn't like you, they don't have to. You have to know that not everyone's going to like you. Not everyone's going to like me. Once again, we're not asking them to, and they don't have to. Once somebody wants to make up their mind about you, whether it's true or false, negative or positive, let them think what they want. People are going to have assumptions. People are going to project. People are going to deflect, especially if you're like myself and you're posting videos on YouTube, or you're just really in tune with yourself. You know who you are. Once again, it's external validation. It's an external reality. If you're content with your inner self, mind, body, spirit, soul, whatever you choose to believe in, and you mind your business, you do what makes sense to you, doesn't matter how anybody feels. If people are not willing to get to know you, if people are not willing to be patient with you, if people can't accept you, because you're going to have times where you don't agree with people. You're going to have times where you don't even know people. And that's the main people who feel the need to speak over your life and say certain things and have these opinions. I'm the type of person, I don't say that I dislike people or I like people, because to me, you have to know somebody to say that you don't like them, or you have to be around somebody. Like, a lot of times it's not even the fact that people have to like you or dislike you. A lot of times you're not always in alignment with people. If we're being for real, like, everybody's not in alignment with my videos. Everyone's not in alignment with my content. Everyone's not in alignment with my energy. That doesn't mean that I dislike them. Like I said, if people want to have these narratives, if people want to be shallow, if people want to judge and assume, let them. I am the type of person, though, that once you say you don't like someone or something, we're not going back and forth. We're not changing it. So if you already made up in your mind that I'm not for you, my videos are not for you, how I look, whatever it is, you're going to have to take it to the grave. You feel me? Because it's like, people don't get to pick and choose when it's convenient to like you or to support you or be there for you, because people have their own things that they could be working on. And once again, if it's not productive, if it's not healthy, if it's not sustaining you, if it's not pouring into you, it's taking up space. You have to realize that, like, what's for you is in alignment with you. And that's the third thing. You don't have to force relationships with people. Now, of course, when you have attachment issues, you have abandonment issues, you're healing your childhood trauma, right? You're learning who you are. Maybe you lack confidence. Maybe you are insecure. You may have been used to being around people. You may have wanted attention because maybe you didn't have that attention for yourself. But once you realize you have these, things, I don't want to say like flaws, but you had some insecurities that you had to work on, you will start to like yourself, and you will only want to be around people who allow you to be you. And that's what I was saying about the disagreements and differences. Like, you're not always going to see eye to eye. Like, you guys are not always going to agree with me. I don't always agree with you all. Once again, nobody is obligated to. The only people who have so much negative to say in the comment section or just in real life are people, like I said, they don't like themselves. And it's like, logically, why are you going back and forth with people who, like I said, are not happy with themselves? Those people need help. They need help. Like, to say you don't like somebody, but you focus on them, you know what they say, you know what they do, like, to stalk them, especially as a grown adult, you guys. Grown adults. Now, if you're under the age of, like, 21, 23, okay, your frontal lobe hasn't developed, but 25 and older, 30, 40, like, grown people, it's pathetic. And it's degrading. You never want to be somebody who seems desperate or just has no respect for yourself. And if people don't want to like you, you don't allow people to disrespect you because you have boundaries for yourself. And that's the fourth thing. When you know who you are, when you figure out what you like about yourself and etc., you only surround yourself with those things. Everything else is a waste of energy. And like I said, it's just problematic, especially as a grown adult. And a grown adult, like I said, is not a specific age. It's not a specific race or gender. It's just how you operate, how you carry yourself as a person. And it's like, you're allowed to like what you like. People either like it or they don't. So now, what are the get it out, girl. What are the recommendations? Number one, in order for you to like yourself, you need to figure out who you are. So you have a homework assignment, and I'm challenging you guys in this video on your notes in the comment section or in the next video to let me know who you are. So like on your notes in the comment section, like, what is your name? What are some things that you like about yourself? What are some interests that you have? What are some hobbies that you have? What are some skills that you're good at? Maybe that you want to learn, that you have been working on, right? You have to be able to spend time with yourself in order for you to like yourself. You actually have to be able to confront yourself. You have to be honest with yourself. You have to make sure that you're making yourself a priority. It's nothing selfish about being selfless. You feel me? A lot of people confuse people who like themselves to be arrogant, stuck up, and snobby and self-centered. But it's like, when you're self-centered, you're full of self. Like, people don't understand. Like, people sometimes don't think, and you have to realize that. So when people don't think, or when they think too much about you and they try to be in your business and they're not positive, who cares? You need to be able to be full of yourself, because you being full of yourself doesn't take away from the next person. When you like yourself, you don't have to hate on other people. You don't have to compare yourself to other people. You don't have to belittle people. You don't have to say negative things or be a prick. You feel me? So it's just like, figure out what it is that you like, and your homework assignments are due in this video, in the comment section down below, on your notes, or in the next video, because on this account we educate, motivate, and inform. Yeah, and I'm trying to make it entertaining, but it's like, figure out who you are and take your time. And you have to realize, as you figure out who you are, because you're constantly evolving and growing in life, that could change, and that's okay. Like, when you meet certain people, and even with yourself, you may like certain things. As you grow, as you experience it, you can, like I said, decide maybe it's not for you, maybe you're not compatible. But like I said, me personally, when it comes to like disliking people, I don't value people enough to sit here and be like, oh, I don't like them, because I don't know people. And to me, I think it's just shallow. Like, that's just how I feel personally. Like, I think it's shallow and it's ignorant and it's limited to say you don't like somebody based off of how they look when you don't know anything about them, or you never took the time to get to know them. You feel me? And don't be like that. Now, unless you have people that genuinely have your best interest and they know you, be mindful. But it's just like, get to see things for yourself. Have a mind of your own. That's how you're going to figure out who you are, what you like, and what you don't like, which is going to be the third thing, because I obviously lost count. Figure out what you don't like. So therefore, anything that's not on this list, anything that's not in the comment section, anything that doesn't bring you joy and just allows you to be whoever you are, whatever that looks like to you, you don't need to worry about it, and you know what to avoid. So like, there are certain things that I like about myself. There are some things that I don't like. I don't tolerate it. People want to argue. How are you mad because somebody doesn't want to be your friend? How are you mad because somebody doesn't want to engage with you? Look how you're acting. Oh, you're stuck up, you're standoffish. You're not compatible. You have to realize that, once again, when you like yourself, you don't have to force compatibility. Just because you're a good person doesn't make you a people pleaser. And once again, when people like themselves, they're like, you know what? Ty Guidance is able to offer these services and give me this information. I'm going to respect her. I'm going to respect her boundaries. What can I do for you? Like, it's a mutual understanding. You never have to chase. You never have to beg. You never have to be impulsive. You don't get upset when things reject you too, because it's like, if you can't handle rejection, you are going to struggle with feeling the need to be liked. It's like, do you like yourself? Why do you want to be liked by other people if you don't like yourself? That's how I feel. And that's why I make these videos, because it's like, I know a lot of people struggle with this, but my main question is always to them. And even when you guys book your services as your favorite mental health specialist, an orthopedic physician, and just your favorite rich auntie, my main question is just like, well, why do you want other people to like you when you don't like yourself, or you don't know who you are? And a lot of times people are like, because they grew up and they didn't have friends, they didn't have family, they didn't have support, people didn't believe in him, people try to belittle them. Understandable, but we come up with solutions over here. So just keep that in mind. And the fourth or fifth thing, and I'm going to end off the video, is that when you like yourself, you're allowed to take up space. You don't need permission to be you. Like, I like thick eyebrows. I naturally have a unibrow, you guys. If I were to zoom in really close, I don't know if you guys could see, you'll be able to see the hair. So when I do my brows like this, it's not for people to tell me how I'm supposed to look. If you don't like how I look, close your eyes. But no, for real, it's just like, then you don't have to. The world's not going to stop just because people don't agree with you. Or even with my messages, people, oh, it's toxic positivity. No, you're either toxic or you're positive. You can't be both. Like, there are people who are happy. There are people who are naturally confident. There are people who are successful. Everyone's not struggling. Everyone's not poor. And like I said, as somebody who's very fortunate, I use my resources. I use my privileges. Like, you're allowed to like what you like. Like, I've never had a problem with people who like themselves and who were in alignment, and I like them too, who had an issue. It's always people who try to force themselves in your life, or just force themselves onto you, and they project and deflect. If you, for example, like to wear all black, and everyone's like, oh, if you wear all black, you're this and this and that. It's all about your intentions, your motives. Like, you guys know I don't promote negativity, violence, corruption, chaos, or confusion, or anything like that towards yourself and others. But it's like, if you like to wear all black because it means something to you, and like I said, it's not negative or low vibrational, you're allowed to do that. If people can't respect your differences, they don't like you. If people try to constantly change certain things about you, and it's not coming from a place of love, it's not coming from a place of experience, it's not coming from a place to make you feel good, they don't like you. When people don't respect how you do certain things, and they're not willing to listen to understand, but they listen to respond, meaning they say one thing without being considerate, they're not thinking about your perspective, they're limiting themselves and yourselves, they don't like you. If people talk about you behind your back, but they act weird, they don't like you. If people, like I said, pick and choose when they want to, they don't like you. And a lot of times, they don't know you. A lot of people don't even know you to dislike you. And I'm going to keep it at that. So it's just like yourself, love yourself. Your homework assignment is to figure out who you are, what you like about yourself, what you don't, and start to focus on these things when you watch these videos, and just be intentional. I'm trying to make these videos entertaining. I think we're getting to a point where they can be a little bit more entertaining, but we're here to motivate, inform, and educate. So thank you guys for watching the video all the way to the end. I think I have an eyelash in my eye, or I feel like I have an eyelash in my eye. Thank you guys for commenting down below. Thank you for following me on all social media platforms. All the information will be down in my description box below, as well as booking your service in your session. Make sure you guys are reading your policies so you understand what comes with the services, so you're not confused. If not, DM me on Instagram if you don't feel comfortable commenting in the comment section down below, if you have something vulnerable or confidential to say, right? All rude and negative comments are going to be blocked or ignored. So just have some respect for yourself. When you like yourself, you have respect for yourself. You're not going to do the most. You feel me? Especially my adult, because I hold adults to a certain standard, because I like myself. And that's the thing. When people like themselves, they pour into you. If I didn't like myself, I wouldn't hold you guys to a certain standard, because I hold myself to a certain standard. And when you create your standards, you can afford them. So once again, people who are not in your immediate circle or your immediate life, they're an outsider. How you hating outside the club? You can't even get in. But yeah, do what makes sense to you. Make sure you guys are following me on Instagram and on TikTok, because I will be going live answering you guys' questions as well. But let me know what you guys want to talk about. And like this video. You watch it all the way to the end, and turn on your post notifications so you are subscribed. But if you like yourself, who cares if nobody likes you? Okay? Love you, bye.